Mr. President, I am pleased and honored to be here today to speak in support of H.R. 5985, the Department of Veterans Expiring Authorities Act. We will vote on it shortly. I thank my colleagues for what I expect to be an overwhelmingly positive vote to affirm our commitment to the veterans of America that neither the dysfunction or distraction of what's happening during this season of elections will prevent us from keeping the lights on in the Veterans Affairs Department. As its name implies, this measure would maintain 27 vital ongoing programs and services that the VA provides through the next year. I commend Chairman Miller and Ranking Member Takano in the House for drafting this bipartisan measure, which is so important and necessary, and we've worked collaboratively with them. Chairman Isaacson and I have met numerous times, and it has been truly a cooperative and collaborative effort. This legislation authorizes an increase in the existing VA Caregivers Program of $10 million, going from $724 million to $734 million, as well as a grants program that assists homeless veterans and provides them with support services. The bill that we vote on this evening will also give the Secretary of the VA the exact same power as the Secretary of Education has with respect to Title IV in the event of a university's sudden loss of accreditation. Critically important, as we've seen with ITT and Corinthian, for-profit colleges that abruptly closed, leaving veterans stranded. And so this bill will empower the VA Secretary to provisionally approve programs for use with the GI Bill so that veterans may transition to another course of study. Without this provision becoming law now, veterans who attend those schools like ITT may find themselves in a similar, untenable, unacceptable, unfair situation. They lose education benefits and, equally troubling, benefits for their housing and food allowance that they so critically need. I'm pleased we can vote on this measure tonight and send this measure to the President's desk for signature. But the simple, stark fact is this bill is simply a small down payment, a small step in the direction that we must move and the Senate must accomplish in the days that remain in this session to honor all who have served. It's just one of a series of congressional actions that are needed before we recess to ensure that for-profit schools who put their profits before veterans' rights to an education do not hurt our veterans as their business model collapses. The Senate should also pass the Veterans Education Relief and Reinstatement Act that Senator Tillis of North Carolina and I have introduced. This bill, it's bipartisan, like this bill, would grant an emergency housing stipend to those student veterans who are adversely affected by destabilizing permanent school closures. Corinthian College and more recently IT&T give a voice and face to this staggeringly real problem for so many veterans who are victims of the exploitation by these for-profit schools. Our mission of ensuring that no veteran is left behind will not be completed by the vote we take this evening. It's just a down payment. I urge my colleagues to join with me in supporting H.R. 5985 and beginning and concluding the hard work of passing other bills that have been reported out of the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee with the strong bipartisan work and collaboration partnership between the chairman, Senator Isaacson, and myself. And I thank him for being here this evening and would be honored to yield to him now. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.